Hello one and all, welcome back. I hope you're well. I'm certainly on my 11th week of furlough, but it doesn't stop me from picking up games. Let's see what I've picked up this time. As you can see, I've got King of Fighters 95 going on the Neo Geo, I will add. Too early for beer, so I'm on the Coke. Oh, excuse me. And I hope you're well. I really do. Like I say, I've been on furlough now. As of this video starts, officially 11 weeks. I'm now starting my 12th week and it's starting to get to me a little bit. In fact, maybe a lot. But anyway, that's not what you've come here to see. So I'm going to start with sort of a new system I've added. It's not really a new system. It's a revamp of an old system. And I got the Mini. If you watched my game room tour, you'd have seen it on the wall. When I picked up the Maxi, the C64 Maxi. Now, why did I pick this up? Because I'm an idiot. I do love everything and anything to do with Commodore. I know it's not the same company, I get that. And I could quite easily play all the games on my Mac Mini. I could easily do that, but there's something about using an old machine, and I just find this a lot easier, especially for capturing game footage and all that as well. You know, brilliant. And, you know, if I want to play old-time classic text adventures, certainly this is the way to go and do it. Sorry about the strobe lighting. If you do have an epileptic fit, I'm pre-warning you now, because I've just spotted how much flashing that was doing. But it's actually smaller, slightly smaller than the original Commodore 64. And that's actually because the shell, it's actually a VIC-20 it was designed on, not an actual Commodore 64. As you can see from the colour, they already add the yellowing. But as for joysticks, that was the one you got with the Mini. And feels cheap, feels terrible. It didn't do it for me. But the joystick that you do get with this system, oh yes, microchipped all the way. Feels fantastic, like a proper competition pro. You know, really does. So really happy that they did decide to do that. As for games, just like everybody else, I've got them all on a flash card. All I do now is plug it in the back of that and, you know, upload the ROMs and away I go. It is that easy. So with, just before I get onto the games, something I found. It's not a wand. I've had this for probably 10 years. And I forgot all about it till I stumbled across it. It's a cloth poster. I'm going to get it framed and get it in the room. Alien vs Predator, but it's cloth, it's not paper. And it's in, well, it's in perfect condition. So, happy to add that to the game room, or I will do. But, let's get comfy, let's get on to the games. And I'm going to start off with a game I've replaced already. If you remember, I purchased this game, June, but it came without the instructions. Now, I was having a little bit of a tit for tat with the seller. So, you know, it's in fantastic condition, don't get me wrong. You know, the disc itself, oh, if I'm being critical, odd blemish, that's it. You know, the case, Does that look cracked? No. Case is spot on, but I wanted the instructions. I couldn't find any. And then I spotted a friend of mine, Chris. A lot of you are going to know this guy. I think, oh God, you know what, I forgot now. Is it Gaming Now and Then? He's got his own eBay shop as well. I spotted that he had Dune, but the Platinum version, or the Classics version, I want the instructions to match. So I messaged him to say, look, if you come across this but in the original black disc format, give me a shout, Chris. He then emailed me straight back to say, Bill, I'm sure I've already put that on there. So I kept scrolling through his shop, and he has. You know, here's my original. Here's the one he sold me. Told him basically, really, all I wanted it for was the instructions. And fair dues, he looked after me. He gave me a really good deal on this. More than happy. Disc, perfect, absolutely no blemishes. The case itself, perfect, absolutely no blemishes. But the instructions, I don't know how well you're picking that up. Crisp, absolutely crisp. So I'm really made up with that. Really happy to now get this sorted with the instructions. So Chris, thank you very much. I'll make sure I put details of your YouTube channel in the descriptions below, but he has got his own eBay shop. You know, speak to Chris, ask him if that's his best price. He may or may not do you a deal, but if you don't ask, you don't get. Sticking with PlayStation, I can't remember which one of you guys has told me this, but it's one of the best games, racing games. So we are going into sports here, that you're ever going to play. And I must admit, I've watched a few videos on it. I really do like the look of it. And that's Sled Storm. Now, apart from the dirty, great big crack, of which I'll probably swap it for the Dune case, it is complete. Instructions as well. The disc, yeah, it's the odd blemish, but we can live with that. But apparently, if you want a really good racing game, that's the back of it, you can't go much wrong than this. So check it out, Sled Storm on the PlayStation original. Right, going back even further now with the retro games. This next game, I couldn't believe I actually did not have it in my collection. In fact, I went looking in my boxes where I've put a lot of games in storage just to double check. I did find number 2, which was supposed to be there, but I couldn't find number 1. I couldn't find the original. And I know, Rob, Champion 2D Rob, you've just picked this up, I'm sure. Golden Axe. I couldn't believe it's not my collection. Complete case, more than happy. Cartridge, no marks. Instructions, yeah, they've been thumbed a little. You know, not as crisp as maybe we would like them, but you can't have everything, can you? I mean, how old is the game now? 20, 30 years old? Apart from that, an absolute excellent condition. So I'm happy to actually finally put that in my collection. Another one, I picked up the first one a couple of weeks ago. I've now managed to pick up the second. And that's for the N64 F1 Grand Prix 2. I'm not getting it out of this case because I've finished cleaning it up and putting it in, but it is complete in the box, instructions and everything. So happy to extend my library on that one. I've continued to carry on adding to my Dreamcast collection, and I've picked up a few more, picked them up as a bundle, more than happy with the price. But the first game, I'm going for a change. The cases, let me just mention that straight away. The cases on, I think all of them, apart from one, are spot on, so I'm really chuffed. Revolt. Now, this is a fantastic racing game on this system. thought I had. I've put the instructions at the back with the game, because on this one, I say the case is fine, on this one, little spines in the centre, they've gone on both sides, but at least it is complete, so happy to add Revolt. I also picked up Mortal Kombat Gold. Every system's got to have at least one Mortal Kombat game, hasn't it? Sorry? Yeah, so really chuffed with that. Next one, I've got the first one. Got to have to say, Crazy Taxi 2. So I've added that to the selection as well. And the last game, which I think is possibly the best port, well, I'll say the best port, because really that's not true, it's not a port. I think this was it designed for the Dreamcast? But it's Echo the Dolphin, Defender of the Future. So I've now put that into my collection. So I've added another, what are we on there? Another four games there to the Dreamcast collection, so it's coming along nicely now. Right, we're now down to the last bits, and it is, of course, for the PlayStation 4. The first one I'm going to show you, it's a game, well, you already know I've got it. It's Maneater. Now, this particular game, it's average. If I want to be absolutely critical, it's an average game. The fighting is tedious. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. You know what? It's so much fun. It is so great to play a game like this instead of maybe a fighting game, a shooting game, platformer, something different. And the amount of blood and gore is off the chart. So check that one out. The next game I've got here is Anthem. Now, I didn't know they did a physical release for this game. So, might be worth something in the future. Maybe. Next one I've got, Treat Myself. Now when I say treated myself, I only spent 30 quid. I'm not spending Planet Retro Big Al money, but that is Persona 5, but it's the Royal Steelbook edition. I only paid 30 quid. I think this was something like £150 brand new. Go. And, I don't know if you can see that at the back, reversible. Yeah, it's just printed on the inside. In fact, that was something we didn't check, did we? And those other two reversibles, seeing that that's, it's got legs, that still, hasn't it? Let's have a quick look. No, cheapskates. Anyway, I finally took the plunge with this one, Fallout 76. I believe the majority of other books have just about been worked out of it yet again. So I thought, you know what? The time's right for me to dive back into Fallout. And this is reversible. Complete. Let's just get the cover out there to show you. Oh, you know what? It's a little bit boring, but it's quirky at the same time. There you go, that's all it is. So there's the original side. I don't know, poster side? You tell me. Next one, this is a game, oh, incidentally, apart from Persona 5, all those other games have been £5 or less, as is the rest of these. All £5 or less. I'm picking up PlayStation 4 games now really cheap. I think people are just trying to now shift them on quick because there's no delay with the new console. We've still yet to see it, but there's no delay. So grab yourself some bargains. Wolfenstein Youngblood, but it's the deluxe edition. And that's reversible. So let's take a little look-see. So there's the original side. There's the reverse. Again, it's more like a poster, that is, than an actual proper reversible cover. But nice to actually, they took the time to do it. Next is a game, it was a toss-up originally between this game and Days Gone. Because I'm quite into, like, you know, zombies and all that. And when I saw this, I thought, oh God, it looks excellent. But it looked like it was too heavy on action orientated. So that's why I went for Days Gone. I was so glad I did, because I really did enjoy that game. But for £4.50? World War Z. Not reversible, and I'm probably lucky to just get the disc, but happy to have that. Now this next one, I'd be surprised if it's not in a lot of your collections already. Didn't have it in mind, and I'll probably go live with this one, because the amount of games that are on here, so retro it's untrue. You know, I spent ages just looking at the virtual bedroom that you're in, and that is the Mega Drive Classics. Oh my word, this is brilliant. I mean it, it's brilliant. Now, I'm not going to go through all 50 games, in fact there's over 50, but you've got Alex Kidd and the Enchanted Castle, Alien Storm, Biohazard Battle, Columns 3, Phantasy Star. Now there's a lot of those on there. Shinobi's, they're on there. Obviously Golden Axe. There's all the original Street Fighters. And you've got, this might be one for you, Steve. Retro Red Steve, this might be one for you. Because I know you haven't got some of the Wonder Boy games. It's got on here Wonder Boy in Monster World and Wonder Boy 3 Monster's Lair. So it might be one for you to check out. Again, it was under £5. I think it was $4.99 I ended up paying for that one. $4.99. And this last game, it's a racing game. It's a kart racing game. Oh, gone all blurry. Hang on. Pick me up. Am I there? Yes, mother. It's a kart racing game. Dare I say, better than Mario Kart. Now, if you've ever played Sonic Team Racing, or Team Sonic Racing rather, you'll probably agree with me. Came out originally on, I think it was the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. Revamped it for the PS4 and the Xbox One. This is brilliant, and it is a must. And for £4, I can't go wrong. You've got to check that one out. You really must. And I think that's it, guys. I'm quickly scouring the room. There is one item I've not shown you, but I've not shown you on purpose, because the other half of it has not arrived. And I have got a load of Saturn games on the way to me, but they haven't arrived. My post is still ridiculous. I've got games missing. In fact, I think one of the guys has already given me a refund, because after 4 weeks, it's just a piss take. And I think CX is the other one. They've ended up doing me a refund because the game's nowhere to be seen, and I'm just tired of waiting. You know, I can't be expected to wait forever. It is what it is until we get ourselves back to normal. So I hope you guys are all well. I hope you're staying safe. Let me know in your comments your thoughts and feelings about what I've grabbed there, and I'll catch you all again. Thanks for supporting me. Don't forget to hit the like button. Stay safe. Catch you later.